All right, everyone, thanks for tuning back into the channel. Today I have a camping lantern by BougeRV. BougeRV has been a long-time sponsor of the channel. Love their refrigerators. I have a few other pieces from them. I now have their air conditioner, which we're going to do a review on coming up. But this light is one that I've had my eyes on for quite a while. I almost pulled the trigger on it a handful of times because if you know my camping setup, I have some outdoor lights that are similar in fashion to this, but they're much taller. They go, 8-9 feet high to, kind of really cast out some light if you really want to, keep your campsite just super bright. But this particular light, it's no slouch. I mean, it still does 538 square feet is what it'll brighten, but it's shorter. So, it's in the 65-inch category, so, just a little over 5 foot, which means, if you would have to turn, the lights out and up, to be able to project. And, it's good for those situations. But for me personally, I like to use this one as a table lamp, cooking lamp. I don't have anything that I can set on the table that has a narrow enough base to just kind of light up where I'm cooking, or on my tailgate, just to kind of really give me some really intense light if that's what I need, to be able to see exactly what's going on. It's IP54 waterproof, so it's not 100% waterproof, but it could probably take a splash or two. And with the available SOS mode, you can use it in the garage, you could use it camping, you could use it for an emergency, you could use it in power failures, anything like that. So let's get into the package and we'll show you what's in there. So the light comes with a nice zippered pouch inside here. On the pouch it has 2 pockets. The one pocket contains 3 basically little anchors for the feet if you're going to set it up at full height where you might need it out on the dirt or something like that. Also comes with the USB-C cable. If you flip it over, there are also 3 rubber pads on the bottom if you did not want to extend the legs. I've found in my experience, it becomes pretty unstable that way. Where it has a small hook. This would be so you can hang it upside down. There's also the master on and off switch. Key thing to know, because when I first started playing with this, I thought it was broken. I'm like, why isn't it turning on? So it's got 3 extendable legs. As you can see on the legs, there's some reflective material also, just in case you had it down on the ground so you could see the bottom of it, not step on the legs and break them. The top extends. We'll show you how tall it really gets when we get to it. But the light features, you bring those out and they can rotate. They don't rotate a full 360. They rotate about 270. They also have a reflective strip on them. They can be raised and lowered to project light in any kind of direction that you might want it. There is the USB-C plug-in here with the easy-to-read LED indicators letting you know where you're at on your charge cycle. The legs are about 13 inches wide, so that you want to make sure that you have a good enough space. This to me is a really good table lamp or a cooking lamp or something that you can fit into a small category. At the top, it extends over 16 inches. So when you turn it on, you've got the power switch up here. You also have a temperature light changing indicator up here, and then you have a brightness indicator on the very top here. There's also a flashlight right here. But you click it one time and you get 1 light to come on, just like that. Click it again, you get 2 lights. Click it again, you get 3. And then over here on the brightness indicator, you can push it 1 time, gets a little brighter, push it again, gets even brighter, and then that takes you to the low setting again. This is your temperature indicator button. Press that one. We went to the soft, the 3000, and then that's back to the 6000 bright. So depending on what you're looking for, what kind of light you're looking for, the soft lighting might be what you're looking to have in your, camp setting, or just even if you're using this in the house in an emergency. And so press and hold, you can get it to strobe, SOS, of course. And then, for something like that, you'd probably just rotate these all the way up. You needed somebody to actually see it. Just rotate them straight up like that, and then you could project that out for people to realize that you had some kind of an emergency and were in need of help. So with the light powered off, you actually go ahead and hit the brightness indicator, not the the softness, which is here, and then that actually turns on the flashlight. The unit is fully extendable, so you can take this all the way up. I can put those down and see how far. So that goes right up to the ceiling. That's our max height. I don't know if you can see that up there or not, but we'll point you up there so you can see it. So it's all the way up to the ceiling with the flashlight on. And that is approximately 55, 56 inches. Let's go ahead and turn the lights off in here. Indication of how bright the flashlight is. We'll go ahead and collapse it. Let it shine at the ceiling. So it's a decent little flashlight. I mean, it'll get the job done, if you had to walk around with it. There is also 3 levels on the flashlight, just by pressing the softness button again. 1, 2, and 3. And then that's back to 0. So press and hold, and that is our SOS mode. Turn that off. We will power the light on. So there's a single, like we showed before. There's a double. There's your triple. And then our brightness indicator is there. There's our second brightness and our brightest level. And so that level there, pretty darn bright. Just show you how much light it throws down around here. Quite a bit. We'll go back to our 2 and 3. Let's find our other button up here. There's our softness. Back down to the 3000. Back to the 6000. Back to the flashlight. And back to 6000. So we'll go ahead and we'll collapse it back up. Collapses very easily. Now in order to, let's turn it off. In order to get these lights to seat in, you have to have them all the way closed. Then go ahead and push it down the rest of the way, which can be a little tricky without breaking I feel like you're going to break the legs on it, because these do actually seat. They have a little tab right there. Probably pretty hard to see, but those seat inside. That kind of helps lock them in. So once you get it pushed all the way in, they're in. Just like that. Put the legs back in, just like that. Unplug it, put the cover back on it, and it is good to go. Guys, so thanks for tuning into this one. I'll have a link in the description for you. You really should check these out. I've used this now, probably 5 different camp trips, because I've kind of changed the way we're doing the channel here. I'm trying not to just do straight unboxings. I want to unbox it. I want to get it out. I want to use it. Try to find any of the pitfalls that might be there. So that, some of the stuff we can just unbox and show it to you. But things like this, I want to know that it's functional. I want to know that it actually works for what I'm telling you that it can work for. It's more than enough power. It's 15,600 milliamps, I think, to get you, through the night for anything that you would be doing where you would be needing the light. Now, I don't know that you could leave it on high all night long in your campsite just because, but I've never tested that, so I don't know. But I do know that it would, on high, as soon as it went dark, I could do everything I needed to do and take me all the way to bedtime. So, a solid 6-7 hours. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning back into the review. Again, give BougeRV a look. They're, like I said, they're a longtime sponsor of the channel, and they've done me solids. Anyway, they don't pay me to say anything about any of the items that they send out. They asked me to give it a fair review, which I try to. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, please, consider liking, subscribing. All of that really helps the channel. The channel has grown to a level where I'm trying to do more and more with it. We are actually going to be changing the way the channel is going to go a little bit as far as the camping and stuff is. I'm going to try and do quite a bit more of that. So again, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.